Okay, here we are at North Newton. This baseboard and quarter round needs to be terminated into the side of that frame. I'd also maybe like to see that brick molding at the bottom slid over a little bit so it's covering, so that gap right there isn't so big, and or fill that whole thing with a wider brick mold so that it terminates on the wall. I'm not really sure, but whatever works. This cutout around this needs to be corrected, and there's no flooring up to that shoe molding there. In here in the kitchen, it seems like the dishwasher is set too deep. I think it needs to be brought out a little bit. These two cabinets here, they open in the wrong direction. They're opening towards the sink, so you can't reach in. You've got to go around to get into it. So these two doors need to be reversed. There needs to be a valance over the top of here. The electrician's coming to put the light and a switch and receptacle in. This really needs to be a cabinet, not shelving in between. And this handle's pretty crooked. You need to have a knob or something on the Lazy Susan. The stove needs to be leveled. It needs to be brought up to the level of the granite. And then the stove itself, both directions, needs to be leveled. And obviously all of the plastic and paper and stuff removed from everything here. Have another spot in the floor where this wasn't pulled in tight, other than the blue tape. Oh yes, and here, this door, this was supposed to be a door, not just an opening, and that door needs to swing this way towards the wall. So we need to have a door in here that goes that way. In the bathroom, I mean, the finished edge in here looks pretty bad. I'm not too super thrilled about the fitment of these shelves. If there's something that can be done about that to clean up those lines, even if you just put another strip of quarter round or something on the top of each of those shelves, here and here, to kind of disguise that angle. I know this was, I don't think this was on the scope, but needs to be, we need a mirror, and it could be silver or black framed or blue framed. I think maybe there's a, whatever. I didn't tape it, but up here above the door, that line needs to come down. This bathroom door has this big gap at the top. I know you had to work with what you got, but that really needs to be closed up. If you can put a strip of wood across the top of there, and then put the proper stop. Continue this stop across the top of the door. The front door needs a weather stripping all the way around it, and it needs a sweep at the bottom or another threshold, so we get a seal. You can clearly see that's letting stuff in. I don't know what to suggest, but around that ladder door, that gap that's there needs to be caulked, I guess. Just caulk it in really good and touch up the paint. In this closet, we need a closet rod and the paint on that quarter round and nail holes corrected. This closet has a rod, but that rod needs to be painted. I'm gonna have the electrician move the switch that's behind this door to there, and I'm gonna have him just put a cover plate there, so you shouldn't have any repair work to do to that. And this strike sticking out like this, I think either cut that strike off or just bend the whole strike over so it's flat, so it's not something to catch your clothing on. This door at the bottom is dragging on the floor, so this door needs to be trimmed at the bottom. In here, we need to put in a wire shelf that wraps the 3 walls in this room at approximately 5.5 feet up off the floor. Yep, that's that. Okay, I think that's it other than the blue tape. And I'll just mention that this door, I have it taped because when you close this door, it's springing back. It doesn't want to latch, and it does latch, but it doesn't want to. These hinges need to be adjusted so this door will close properly. Other than that, you guys did a really fantastic job. I'm super happy. As hard of a job as this particular house was, it looks great. All right, I may have an exterior video to follow.